The key issue before the Supreme Court is whether the United States government can take foreigners and hold them outside the United States without any obligations under the law. And all we're asking for is a fair hearing. So the question is whether the United States government escapes any obligations under the Constitution or law by holding foreigners outside the United States, or whether they have some obligation to give them a fair hearing. These justices will be judged both by the rest of the world and by history in how they vote in this case. They will be judges whether they stand up for the rule of law and believe in it or don't. And that's what our argument is really about.
I think most legal observers, believe that the government will have a very tough time defending the constitutionality of a law that divests the Supreme Court of the ability to hear these cases. Does the Constitution even apply to Guantanamo? And you can't really have a trial unless you know the answer to that basic question. So yes, I think it's a really ill-advised choice on the part of the Pentagon to try and let trials proceed where the government's most awesome powers, life imprisonment and the death penalty, are at stake.
It's General Thomas W. Hartman with 2 N's. 2 N's.
We've gone to extraordinary efforts to make sure that the press and the non-governmental organizations have access to these hearings. We're proud of the system that we've set up. We think it's really unprecedented in the number of rights that we're providing to these accused, from the right to counsel, the right to silence, the right to an automatic appeal, interpreters, so forth. What you'll see in those courtrooms is people in military uniforms, both on the defense and on the prosecution, and you'll see the judges, the same kind of people you'd see in a military court-martial. In fact, this is very similar to a military court-martial. It mirrors it in many ways.